It's Monday, July 22nd of 2019, and we are only 2 days away from Macstock for 2019 and the grand experiment, which it's not so grand, and I'll talk about it in just a second. And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Guy's Daily Drive. And it's looking like there's a storm coming in. I don't know if I'm going to make it home before it all starts, but it doesn't matter. I will carry on. I will carry on. On Wednesday at a little after 4 p.m., that is the 25th? 25th? Yeah, no. Today's the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. The 24th. Cannot apparently do calendars. 24th of July at 4 p.m. I will be boarding a train that will whisk me away through the night to Chicago, where I will get my rental car and go to Woodstock, Illinois for Macstock 2019. I'm so excited that it's finally here. It's like Christmas almost. You know, you get that feeling of anticipation that there's something that you really want to do that's coming up, and then you got to wait and wait and wait. Now, as a kid, it was especially bad because time just flowed like molasses when you're a kid. You can't wait for like Christmas or your birthday, and it just seems like it takes forever to get there. Whereas as when you get older, time seems to move a lot faster, probably because there's so much more of it behind you as there is ahead of you as compared to when you're a kid, when everything just seems to take so long. So I'll be on the train at 4. I will have my private car. It's really just it's a place about the size of a good-sized closet with an upper and lower berth bed. I'll only be using one of them since it's just me. But the cool thing, and I don't know where I will be when I attempt this. I could be almost anywhere. I could be in, I doubt I'll be in Maryland. I could still be in West Virginia. Could be in Ohio by the time 4 hours goes by. Maybe not. And of course, a lot of it also depends on what time the train leaves. But right around 8 p.m., I'm going to try to do a Facebook livecast from the train. I don't know if this has ever been attempted before. I have seen people film on trains to show like the cars and to show their sleeping places and things along those lines, and you know, the luxury of certain types of trains and certain types of routes. But I don't know if anyone's ever tried to actually do a live cast. That's what we're gonna do. So it's gonna be, I hesitate to use the word fun because I don't even know if it's gonna work. It might work. It may just be a complete disaster. I don't know if I'll be on the train's Wi-Fi. I don't know if I'll have to try to use cellular. If I have to use cellular, I don't know how well that's going to work because you're moving along at a pretty good clip, so you're constantly changing cell towers. And if you're constantly changing cell towers and you're doing something that requires a lot of bandwidth, well, things could just go south very, very quickly, and probably will. I do have some of my preparation is already complete. I've pretty much got my clothes packed, and except for a few last minute items that I'm currently still using, like a brush. I'll need to make sure that I have enough toothpaste and things along those lines. I always like to carry along a roll or two of toilet paper, because hotel toilet paper can be hit or miss, and I have no idea what toilet paper is going to be like on the train. It's probably not all that luxurious. And but I am looking forward to it. This will be the longest train ride that I have done, probably since some of the trains I took in the 80s in Europe. I did take a train from Boston to DC, and that was about 9 hours, I guess. This one is going to beat that. Let's see, it leaves at 4, gets in at 8, so that's 16 hours. 16 hours on this train, and that doesn't count any potential stoppages or things along those lines, because you really have no idea. And here's something that a lot of people don't know. Amtrak, that's the American Passenger Rail System, does not have their own tracks. They lease those tracks from freight train companies. So, and freight trains have priority. As I found out, my wife and I were in North Carolina, and we had just left. I don't even remember what. I think we'd gone bowling. No, yeah, that's right. We'd gone bowling. Why are these people going so slow? We had gone bowling, and we got caught behind a freight train. And it was taking forever. So the train was actually stopped on the track. So we headed south from where we were to try to find a place where, maybe it had not stopped. Maybe we could get ahead of it or something along those lines. But by the time we got to where the railroad crossing was, and we didn't really know where we were going in the first place, the train had started moving again, but it also was headed south. So we turned around and went back to where we started, where it was finally kind of clearing the tracks. And I mean, if we just stayed where we were, we would have been fine. It wouldn't have been any problem at all. But when you're sitting there looking at a stopped train, and all you can think of is, I want to be anywhere but here, you're going to do whatever it is that you can do to get around it. But then right after the freight train was gone, before we could cross, there was another stoppage, because there was a passenger train, and I think it was probably the auto train that goes between Lorton, Virginia, and Sanford, Florida. I think it was the auto train that was going by. But again, we had to wait until the trains had passed. So frustrating, because our hotel was like maybe a mile away from the railroad crossing, and it took us, we were sitting there 45 minutes at least. I mean, it was a real pain in the neck. But none of that has anything to do with what's going to be going on Wednesday, though that too may be a pain in the neck. But I'm going to try to do a live cast Wednesday night, which is the 24th, from the train. We'll see how that works out. But I think that is going to about do it for today. Thank you all for watching and or listening to Guy's Daily Drive. I really do appreciate it. And there is still a little bit of time for you to get your tickets to attend Macstock, which is going to be on the 27th and 28th of July in Woodstock, Illinois, just outside of Chicago, so it's super easy to get to. There is going to be all kinds of cool stuff going on, and besides the MyMac quiz that I'll be doing with Tim Robertson, I spoke with Allison Sheridan this afternoon. She is the host of the Livecast, which you can find out more information about at podfeet.com, PODFEET. She is requesting my help with her presentation. I don't want to spoil it. I can't actually spoil it because I have, other than the bare bones, I don't really know what it is that she's going to be doing. But even if I did know, I wouldn't tell you, so there. But it's going to be fun. And the whole weekend, between the sessions and the camaraderie between the people that are there, and the activities on Friday and Saturday night, there's going to be so much going on. You will not have a chance to be bored. It's going to be great. So if you go to Macstock2019.com, you can find out more information, get your tickets, or just show up on Saturday or Sunday. You can get one-day tickets as well, but you really should go both days. It's just such a great conference. So I hope to see a lot of you there. Now, if you'd like to help support the things that I do, you can go to patreon.com/MacParrot or coffee, ko-fi.com/MacParrot and make a wee bit of a donation. That's a terrible, terrible accent. To help me pay for all of the crazy things that I do, which also include, besides Guy's Daily Drive, the MyMac.com podcast, and the Mac to the Future Go livecast that I won't be doing this Wednesday because I'll be on a train. That's how that works. So lastly, again, thank you. Thank you for watching and or listening to Guy's Daily Drive, and it looks like I'm going to make it home before it rains, so double plus good. We'll see you next time. Bye.